Danny Craig here with the Worldview in 5 Minutes and Generations radio team. We appreciate you listening, and we'd love to hear from you. Would you take a few minutes to fill out a survey and share your thoughts with us to help us shape the future of our resources and podcasts here at Generations? It's quick, and as a thank you, we'd love to give you a free ebook of Kevin Swanson's latest book, Heaven Struck, and also enter you in a giveaway for a $500 gift card to our store. Visit generations.org/survey to share your thoughts. That's generations.org/survey.
It's Thursday, July 17th, AD 2025. This is the Worldview in 5 Minutes, written by Jonathan Clark and heard on 140 radio stations and at theworldview.com. I'm Adam McManus. Christian communities in the West Bank are experiencing increasing attacks from Israeli settlers. Last Monday, Jewish extremists targeted the Palestinian Christian town of Taiba. They attacked houses and started fires near the community's historic church building. The Council of Patriarchs and Heads of Churches of Jerusalem released a statement saying, quote, "The attacks by the hands of settlers against our community, which is living in peace, must stop, both here in Taiba and elsewhere throughout the West Bank. This is clearly part of the systemic attacks against Christians that we see unfolding throughout the region," end quote. The Church of England voted Tuesday to remove a 1991 teaching document on sexuality from its ordination process. The document, entitled Issues in Human Sexuality, said that clergy should not live in homosexual relationships. However, church leaders said the document now appears, quote, "prejudicial and offensive," end quote. The Church of England has allowed clergy to enter homosexual civil partnerships since 2005. Last year, it approved services of blessing for homosexual couples. Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness." In the United States, a Christian nonprofit won a religious freedom lawsuit against one of the biggest artificial intelligence organizations around. OpenAI offers a 20% nonprofit discount for a ChatGPT subscription unless an organization is religious. A Christian nonprofit named Holy Sexuality challenged this policy with the help of Alliance Defending Freedom. In response, OpenAI reversed course and offered the discount. It also removed religious discrimination language from its policy. Dr. Christopher Wan, the founder of Holy Sexuality, said, quote, "Some corporations, especially tech companies, emboldened by intersectional ideology and anti-Christian sentiment, choose to unlawfully discriminate based solely on religion. We are grateful for this victory," end quote. On Tuesday, the U.S. Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld West Virginia's ban on the abortion kill pill called mifepristone. The challenge to the ban came from GenBioPro, a company that produces the killing drug. The case marks the first time a federal appeals court has allowed states to restrict access to mifepristone. West Virginia Republican Governor Patrick Morrisey responded to the ruling. He said, quote, "West Virginia can continue to enforce our pro-life laws and lead the nation in our efforts to protect life. We will always be a pro-life state," end quote. U.S. Senate Republicans advanced a $9 billion rescission bill on Tuesday, with the tie-breaking vote of Vice President J.D. Vance. The measure follows President Donald Trump's agenda to cut spending on foreign aid and public broadcasting. Republicans must have the bill ready to be signed by Friday for the rescissions to be enacted. Listen to comments from Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune.
Later today, the Senate will begin consideration of the Trump administration's rescissions package. Reining in waste, fraud, and abuse in the federal government is a priority shared by President Trump and by Senate Republicans. I appreciate all the work the administration has done in identifying wasteful spending. And now it's time for the Senate to do its part to cut some of that waste out of the budget. It's a small but important step toward fiscal sanity that we all should be able to agree is long overdue.
Christian and gospel music is seeing a resurgence, according to a report on music streaming trends by Illuminate. The Christian gospel genre moved up to 7th place in the top 10 U.S. music genres this year, and Christian music ranked 4th among the highest growth genres. The report found that Christian music listeners are mostly female, and the top generation listening to Christian music is millennials. And finally, WXYZ reports that a church deacon in Michigan received a new truck recently after preventing a mass shooting at his church last month. On Sunday, June 22nd, a shooter opened fire outside Cross Point Community Church in Wayne, Michigan. In God's providence, Deacon Richard Pryor was running late. He saw the gunman heading to the church's front door, dressed in camouflage and bearing an AR-15-style rifle, as well as more than a dozen fully loaded magazines. That's when Pryor ran the shooter over. However, his truck was totaled in the process as the shooter shot up the truck. Fortunately, Pryor was not injured. Another person, acting as a volunteer security guard, shot the gunman dead. In response, a local Ford dealership gifted the hero a brand new truck on a 2-year free lease. Pryor said he was, quote, thankful for everybody's support. The Lord was definitely involved in the events of that Sunday, end quote. Psalm 121 verses 4 and 7 says, Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord shall preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul. And that's the Worldview on this Thursday, July 17th, in the year of our Lord 2025. Follow us on X or subscribe for free by Spotify, Amazon Music, or by iTunes or email to our unique Christian newscast at theworldview.com. I'm Adam McManus. Seize the day for Jesus Christ.